Hi, this is Frank Furness and welcome to the new look of LinkedIn. Well, some of you are most probably waking up, going into your LinkedIn and thinking, what's happened? I've gone into Facebook. Well, what's happened is LinkedIn is now turned into a lookalike Facebook. Let's take a look at the differences over here. LinkedIn, Facebook. Facebook have got everything along the top there. They have got all of their posts over here, and of course on the right hand side is advertising. New look LinkedIn, same kind of thing. Gone are all the drop down menus. There's just a few straight up menus over there. There's all of your posts, exactly the same as Facebook. And of course we start to see a lot of adverts now coming in. There are some pluses and there's some minuses. The pluses are it's got a really good new look over there. It's a pretty clean look. The minuses, it takes ages to load. I don't know what they've done, but it really takes a long time to load. And they've done away with the most valuable thing, which has been that advanced search. But we've got to work with what we've got to work with. So let's take a look and see what are some of the changes. So this is what your profile will look like now. Of course, make sure you've got a really good photograph over there. One of the things you'll notice is I use that for search engine optimization over there. If you've got a title like President, Vice President, nobody looks for that. There are 4 different key searches where people are going to search LinkedIn or Google. Remember, this is going to be picked up by Google. So sales and marketing speaker, social media speaker, YouTube presenter, Vistage and tech presenter. My name over there, Frank Furness, keynote speaker. Also over here, remember one thing, when you're writing out your profile, write it in the first person because you're writing it to one person. One person is reading that. So thanks for viewing my profile after a successful career. Not Frank is a motivational speaker. This is what he has done. So remember to do that. Okay, let's go and let's have a look here at the media. So this is where they've put your media, basically all of your videos over here. So you can click into it. You can go next over here and you can see all of my videos. People want to click into one of the videos. It'll open up a pretty good new look over there. It'll play the video. So that looks pretty good. I like that over there. There's the call to action. You can click out of that. So that's a great new look that they've got over there. Over here, who's viewed your profile. So that's great. You can go into that and see who's viewed your profile. Of course, always go into this and have a look at this section because this could be some possible leads. See who's looking at this. Click into it, introduce yourself, connect, or much better do an email, which is an introduction to them. If I hit the back button now, you'll see how long it takes to load again. So taking a long time to load. So posts and activities now coming into your experience over here. What I always try to do is insert a picture into every section over here, just making it more visually interesting. There it comes to all of the other stuff. Looks pretty much similar to what we've had before. Your recommendations, I like that section. Looks pretty good over there. Accomplishments and following. So that's just an overview of what it looks like now. So let's have a look at each of the sections. If we go to the home section over here, the one thing I loved, you see how long it took to load? The one thing I loved about the old LinkedIn was the article section. I posted articles up there and I had thousands of people reading my articles. That's now disappeared because if you write a new article, it's simply going to go into the news feed over here. And depending on when the feed happens, that great article that you've taken all that time to do could just disappear into the nether because they weren't on the feed at that time. Also, when you think about it now, when you're looking for your articles, where are my articles? Almost impossible to find. If you're going to write a new article, you can see it is, if you go into your home screen here, a long time to load. There we've loaded, write an article. That's where you're going to be writing your article. And it's going to be great. It's going to go in. But, as I say, if it's the wrong time, it's just going to disappear. Now, again, I've gone into it. Take a look how long and how difficult it's taken. It's taking ages to load. Take a look down here. And I've got a pretty fast computer. So again, don't know what's happening with that section over there. Now again, if you want people to find your articles, impossible to find them over there. So where do we find them? So there we've got the people who have viewed our profile. We go back again and load views of your posts. Now if you click onto that, that's where you're going to find the little hidden article section. So it's there in the activity, articles, posts, all activity. So it's only if they're finding that over there, the articles, that they can now come in and read your articles. By the way, if you're doing articles, make sure you get a great image over here. I always try to find an image that will attract people to read that article. YouTube tips how to change. So what I've tried to do over here, try and trick it a little bit, is I've just taken that, copied that over there. I've gone back into my profile over here and looked at where I can hyperlink it. So I thought, let me put a hyperlink over here. Unfortunately, LinkedIn doesn't allow any hyperlinks, so I couldn't put a hyperlink to any of my article section. What I did do is I went down a little further, and the only way I could put it in was putting it into accomplishments over here. So if you look here at projects or accomplishments, what I've done over here is, there, I've got that there. Can you see there my LinkedIn articles? All I've done is I've added a new profile section over there, and in the profile section just put a link to the articles. So there again, load, take forever to do, and I've asked them to click on the left link. So that's the only way you're going to get people into the article section. Back to home again. So this is where it's all happening over here. You can see all of your posts and what's happening over here. By the way, that's where all the ads are now coming up, very much the same as Facebook. So the Microsoft now owns LinkedIn, and they're a commercial company. And if you really want to get the best out of it, they want you to pay for Sales Navigator, which costs a small fortune. But let's see what we can do with this. So that's what we've got there. The next section over here is going into your network. Now, some of the things I like over here, yes, some of the invitations I've just received, I can easily click onto that there and say, okay, I like that person. Let's accept all of these. Pretty easy to see, pretty quick to accept. So that's great. I also like this people you may know. So I can go through all of these over here and say, yeah, that looks like a person I'd like to connect with. That looks like a person I'd like to connect with. And you can invite all of the connections. You can also invite everybody from your email address, but unfortunately they don't use things like Outlook, so it makes it a little bit more difficult there to do. Again, all of the adverts coming up on the right hand side. This is possibly the best place in the world. It is, LinkedIn is really a recruitment site. So if we click into the jobs here, ages to load up. There we go. I don't know why it's slowed down so much. Jobs to where you're a top applicant. Well, this is pretty cool. If I wanted a job, it's going to show me where I could possibly go and look for my job. Jobs you may be interested in. So if you're in the market for a job, this is a great place because it's going to look at your profile and give you some pretty cool leads on where you can find a job. Next section over here is the messaging section, and let's click onto that there. These are all of the messages that you're getting that used to be in a different place on the old LinkedIn, but here you can see all of the messages, nice and easy. You can just read through all of the messages, and again, very slow, you know. Click onto it there, click onto it there. There we go. I can read all of my messages. I can write a message, send it back to them. Click back onto that section over here. And again, this is your profile, your privacy settings, the help center, premium account if you've got one. I've just cancelled mine. Manage job postings, your company page. So if I wanted to click onto that there, that would take me into my company page. By the way, this has also changed. If we go into the company page here, new changes, just ages and ages to load. So there we can see there, welcome to an early preview of the new admin experience. So what it's really saying to us is your LinkedIn page, company page is changing. This is what it's going to look like. If we want to see what it used to look like, I spent a lot of time putting that together. That's what it looked like before. I actually quite like the look and feel there. But again, they've changed that, and it is going to be having the new look and feel. That's what it's going to be looking like. Company profile, and there you've got all of your tools, manage admins, Go to member view, see what the members are going to see it. That's what it's going to look like. So it's not too bad, but you've got to come in and make a couple of changes here. Of course, you've got to change the top of that over there. About us, make sure you've got everything you need in there. And of course, here are all of your posts. So it looks pretty good, but again, it's all about the advertising on the right hand side. They're putting in all of the advertising there. So let's go back to our normal LinkedIn page. We go back to our normal LinkedIn. The next section they've got over here is the business section. This is new, and again, the normal things, post a job over here. Advertising, big one for them is they want you to start advertising on LinkedIn over here, and yeah, they'll tell you everything about how you can do it. Quite often you can get a $50 voucher to get started over there. Back to there again, we have your groups. So your groups have moved from the top there, drop down menu. This is your group section. Load, load, load. There we go, your most active groups over there, reading the flow of what's happening with all of your groups. Adverts. So again, that's all of your groups, my groups. You can go into your groups, add groups, create a group, filter your groups. Very much similar to what you've done before. A nice new look and feel, so that's pretty good as well. This is a new thing called Pro Finder. And what this is pretty good at is, let's say you've got a project, you need a copywriter over here. You can go in and you can start looking for a writer. Let's say you want copywriting, continue. And what it's going to do is search for somebody within that whole LinkedIn network that will do that job for you. Now, one thing you've got to be careful of, it says to you, Pro Finder, free search. And that's what it is, a free search. Once you've found the person, you of course are going to pay for that project. So it's not finding free people, it's a free search to find freelancers. So what they've tried to do is bring in things like Odesk and that kind of thing, finding freelancers within their network. So pretty cool, I quite like that. This is another new thing that they've added here, which is the lookup. What lookup really is, if you're working for a big company over here and you want to find other people within your company, that's where you go in. You start doing a search for co-workers, you add people from your team in. So that's pretty cool. If you're working in a big company, you can find other people within your company. And of course, this is what I love. I love SlideShare. LinkedIn bought SlideShare a while ago, before Microsoft bought them. And SlideShare is where you can take all of your presentations, your PowerPoint presentations, and put them in here. This is great for search engine optimization. It's great for finding new articles. Definitely, if you've got any PowerPoint slideshows, please put them into SlideShare. So that's pretty good. And then, of course, they've got another new section here, which is the learning section. They also own Lynda, which is one of the biggest learning sites around. So you can go in here. So I've just typed in social media marketing, and they've got the different courses over here, Facebook advertising fundamentals. So I go into that, it would open up that course, watch the preview, give you all of the details over there, and it's a pretty good section, this. I like this here. What they've tried to do is take on people like Udemy and do similar things to what they're doing. So that in essence is what the new look is all about. Now, what are some of the disadvantages? One of the biggest disadvantages is the advanced search is gone. Because if I go in here now, I want to find a sales director. The old search allowed me to do so much. Now I'm going to go in, find a sales director. It's going to come up with that. Where you can do a bit more of an advanced search is just the filtering people on the right hand side over here. So let's say I want to filter them by third connections. I want to see how long it takes again. I want to find them in the United Kingdom. Let's wait. Industries, I want them in financial services. You can put in language. So there's a lot more you can put in here. And what it would then do is bring up the search of the people within LinkedIn. So it's not as good as it was before, but we've got to work with what we've got to work with. Now, once you're here, you can either connect. I've sent an invite to that person. You can connect with that person. So these are the people I want to connect with over there. I'd always recommend to add a little note. hi, I'd like to introduce myself, rather than just sending a normal connect. So that's the new LinkedIn, what it looks like, what it feels like. And when we think about advanced searches, another thing, always remember that fantastic search engine, Google. If I've gone over to Google now, I've typed in sales directors over there, it's brought them all up there. Now again, if we go in, there's a pretty much advanced stuff you can do on Google as well. Over here, you can see at the top, they've got all of the different things, your search settings, the tools that you've got here. If we go into tools, click on advanced search, and yeah, you can see there's some great stuff you can do on the advanced search. So you can put in all of the words, sales directors, with this exact word. It might be sales directors, financial services. Add any of these words. Life insurance industry, none of these words. Commercial insurance. Numbers over there, different periods, and then you narrow it down by language. German, English. Region, you can go into, I only want them in United Kingdom, I only want them in United States. Last update, site domains, terms appearing anywhere on the page of that kind of website. You can hit the advanced search, so that's pretty good. Always remember to use the Google advanced search. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that overview of the new look of LinkedIn. And what I really do is I'm a speaker. I speak all over the world on sales and technology and social media, but I'm just launching my 2 new online programs. This is the first one, Online Marketing for Business, with 165 videos, 11 ebooks, audios. It is going to be an awesome program. If we just have a look through some of the things over here that you have, each of these are either a video, an ebook, or an audio. Can you see changes to your online strategy, websites, everything you need to do about websites. Now, if you're a company, it doesn't matter how big or how small you are, I've tried to put in videos and information on what you need to do for everything. Search engine optimization, understanding the Google family. And by the way, if you just type in sales technology speaker into any search engine, you'll see I dominate the first page of Google, and I show you how to do that on this program. I speak about affiliate marketing, how you can make money while you're sleeping. Huge section on article and blogging over there. How do you touch clients, your 10-touch plan. LinkedIn, of course, everything on the new LinkedIn. And the great thing about this program is as soon as anything changes now with LinkedIn, those changes will automatically happen within the program. Massive section on video. I have over 700 videos on YouTube. And you can see here there's everything you need to know about video, how to use video in business, what kind of equipment should you be using. So tons and tons of stuff on the online program. My other program, if you're in sales, is my sales program. And on that one, there's 32 different videos there. Sales Mastery, Sales School, everything. The 3 sales forces in every business. Prospecting, finding new business, pre-call planning, what do you do before your sales call, the first call, negotiation skills, psychological sales skills, closing the sale. So everything you need to know about selling. By the way, if you want to know anything about these courses, please again drop me an email, frank@frankfurness.com, and I'll let you know more details about these programs. Also, if you want to find out when my next speakers bootcamp is going to be in your area, if you want to find out more about my video marketing class, which is everything you need to know about video marketing, or my social media and technology program, again, please just email me, frank@frankfurness.com. And the other thing, if you're interested in getting me to speak at your conference or coming to do some in-house consulting, once again, drop me an email. Hey, this is Frank. Thanks for listening and watching.